here are the answers for yesterday's plotting coordinates lesson. So on your quadrant grid, you should have two shapes, a rhombus and a rectangle. So question 1 is in the black, and that is the rhombus. Hopefully yours looks like that. And question 2 is in the green, and that is the rectangle. Okay, so hopefully it looks like that. Two parallel sides, two sets of parallel sides for each shape, and beautifully labelled, just like mine. Hello and welcome to today's maths lesson, which is going to be on translations. So in your maths book or on a piece of paper, the learning intention today, we are intending to learn about translations, and this is the first of 2 lessons on this subject. So what you need to do is get a sharp pencil and a ruler and copy this graph into your books. You can also add the name of this axis and the name of this axis, which you should know by now. I'll be back with you in a moment when you've done that. Okay, so you have drawn your graph and you have, of course, labelled the long hanging down axis as your y-axis, and you have labelled your horizontal axis as your fat, stubby x-axis. Brilliant. So a little bit of a recap from our coordinates lesson. Could you tell me the coordinates for point A here? What do we have to remember? Which coordinate comes first, and what's the little saying that we say to remember which way around to do them? So point A, through the hallway and up the stairs. Can you write them down? Through the hallway, x coordinate first, and up the stairs, y coordinate second. Hopefully you got that just like I did. Right, now to go on to translation. Translation, what does it mean as a mathematical term? It means something different in English to translate something, but in maths it means to slide a shape. So I tend to remember it by saying translation, so it's like slide. You don't rotate the shape, you don't flip the shape, you don't reflect the shape. You are literally just sliding it. Translation to slide, okay? So the first job we're going to do to learn how to do this are follow these 2 instructions here on this graph. Then I'm going to pause, draw a new axis and set a little bit of work for you to do, okay? Right, so the secret with translation is just to look at one point. And don't worry about the rest of the shape. We're just going to move this one point, and we're going to call it point A. Okay? So, point A is going to move up 3 and then left 2. And we're going to write that as U3, L2. So this is the first instruction and this is the second. So, if you've copied this like I asked you to, what you should be able to do now is on the is follow this absolutely and move this point up 3, 1, 2, 3, and across 2, 1, 2. Can you now draw the new triangle in the new place and write the new coordinates for point A? Pause the video while you do that and I'll do the same. See you in a minute. Okay, so how did you go? Up 3, 1, 2, 3, across 2, well left 2, this is your left, 1, 2. So the new coordinates you should have written down, x coordinate first, followed by the y, in through the hall, up the stairs, 1, 7. Did you get that? Hopefully you did. Good. Let's try another one. So number 2 is asking you for point A. So you see how if you move point A, all the other points come along with point A because they're connected like a triangle. So just again, concentrate on point A, and point A is going to go right 4 and down 2. R4, D2, okay? So let's follow what it says with point A. It's going to go right, so I'm looking at the piece of paper. Right hand is the hand that I write in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down 2. 1, 2. Okay, pause a moment, redraw your triangle, put your coordinates in brackets by point A. Okay, how did you do? The triangle now has moved right 4 and down 2, and the new point A, the X coordinate in through the hallway is at 7, and the Y coordinate up the stairs to point 2 on the Y axis, so it's 7, 2. Easy as pie. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is pause again, and I'm going to draw a new shape on a graph for you and set some translations that I want you to do with that, and then I'll give you the answers tomorrow. Okay, right, welcome back. So I have put 2 shapes now onto the graph, and it's going to get a little bit complicated, this, because you need to move each shape. We've got a trapezium and a right angle triangle, and the A1, the right angle triangle, is going to move to 3 different places. Okay, so you need to follow where it needs to go, left 3 and down 4, and redraw it. Then write the new coordinates, and then it's going to move right 2 and up 2. So that triangle is going to move to 3 different places. So there's going to be 3 new A1 triangles somewhere on this graph. Then B1, the trapezium, is also going to move to 3 different new places. Okay, so you're going to have 3 more trapeziums and 3 more coordinates for each of B1's new positions after these instructions. Okay, if it's going to get too complicated for you, my top tip would be to draw this graph for A1 and do the work, and then draw another graph for B1 and do the work. But because I've only got a mini whiteboard, I'm going to try and keep my drawings on this one graph so I can show you at the start of the next lesson. Okay, so that means there are going to be 3 new triangles, 3 new trapeziums, and then the 2 originals, so that's 6, 7, 8. There's going to be 8 shapes on this graph when you come back tomorrow, and there will be 6 coordinates written for each of the new positions. The new position coordinate is for this point. So point A coordinates here, and point B coordinates there as these shapes move. It's a little bit tricky, but hopefully you will get there. I know you can. I know you can do it. So go right ahead and do as best as you can. Answers tomorrow. See you then. I just thought, remember, you are moving point A, left 3 and down 4. Left 3 and down 4. Then you write in the coordinate. Then from this position, the new position, you go on to B. So you don't start from here again. So I'll just explain it again just so we're really clear, because it's quite complicated today. So left 3 and down 4, and you write the new coordinates. Then you go on to B, and from this new position you then go right 2 and up 2, and then write the new coordinates here. So this little triangle A1 is going on a journey, that same triangle, okay? You can draw it in each of its new positions, but it's that triangle that moves, then moves from the new position again. Does that make sense? I hope so. Fingers crossed. Oh, and I forgot to mention, like and subscribe, and please turn on post notifications. See you tomorrow.